I was a bit late. I was occupied in a personal mobile call. So I was a little bit of late. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
It's
Good
okay.
evening, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Good evening. Sorry, I'm a bit late. Okay, that's okay. Okay. Let us start. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So yesterday, I just wanted to revise the session what we have completed. Uh, we have. Let me open the word. Okay. So what we have done yesterday, created a CDS view. Here we have created a CDS view. First, we created a CDS view where the entire business logic was there. Correct.
Yes, sir.
So this is the business where we have the business logic. Then on top of this, we have created what we have created behavior definition, right?
Behavior definition.
Behavior definition. We created the behavior definition, right?
Yes.
No, this is service definition.
So, sorry, service definition and after that, service binding.
Then we created the service binding. On top of this, we created the service binding. Correct.
Yes.
On top of this, we created the service binding. So this is what we have done. So as soon as we created the service binding, one OData service was generated, and also we were able to preview that, right? So we were able to preview that. So this is what we have done yesterday. Okay. So it is like this, right? Okay. So this is what we have done yesterday. Okay. Now, so let us see. This is what was the output, right? So this is what is the output. Just a minute. Why? One second. Okay. Uh, now, so as per our expectation, this is what is the data which we are able to see in our browser. This is directly we are able to see, and we can filter the document as well. We can filter the document whatever the fields are we are expecting based on that those filters. We can do the filters on top of that, right? So we can give UR, then this one will be filtered with UR, right? So purchasing document is something we will give, then all those things we can do the filter. Perfect. Now, do user will accept if I will simply refresh this? If I will refresh this page, so everything is gone. Everything is gone. Now, what user will do? User need to select all the columns again. User needs to select all the columns again, right? User needs to select all those columns, then click on OK, then that will be visible. So that doesn't looks good, right? So user will say that purchase document should appear first, then supplier, then company code. some sequence they will provide, and in that sequence this data should be, whenever the application will be executed, as soon as we execute it, in this sequence the data should be displayed, right? So it will be in the first, then supplier, it will be in the second, something like that, some sequence we have to maintain, right? So how we will do that? How we will do that? Through annotation. For that we need the annotation, right? So what is annotation? What you understand, what is the meaning of annotation? What is annotation? Who can tell? What is
It's like
annotation?
library.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so it's like library where means, it will be making our code easy, little easy, and like there are some certain thing like basically it's what I understood is basically a type of library where many things can be achieved through that particular library. We don't have to
Okay.
strictly follow anything.
Okay. Okay. So any other things? Your understanding is correct, but you are not able to explain technically how you were supposed to explain. Any addition?
Uh,
Yes, Rajiv.
Annotation added, it contains some internal properties like what we can say, it's metadata like thing,
Hmm.
which I'm using.
Correct.
And
So this is the special metadata added with some unpercent symbol. This particular symbol. Where is that? This unpercent. Where is my mouse pointer? Yeah, I'm not able to. Here. This annotation, this at the rate symbol, right? So
yes,
this
sir.
is the at the rate symbol to enrich the data model. To enrich the data model. Enrich the data model means what it means. End user label. I want to give the end user label as purchase details. Similarly, this is authorization will be required. It doesn't required. Similarly, if I'll go to a specific table, most of you are already familiar with the table. So if I will see here, so enhancement category, it can be extendable. These details we provide, right? So data maintenance is restricted. We provide this also, this information. How we are able to achieve this? Through annotation. Through annotation. See, key field, key foreign key. So this one is the foreign key. This is the foreign key with T001 table. If I will open this in GUI, if I will open the EKKO table in GUI, see this one, this particular table, this minded field, if you see the foreign key, it is linked with some foreign key T001, and this is what is there, right? So this is how it is represented in annotation. What it is trying to do, it enrich the database. I mean, any functionality, any feature we are giving to a particular table or CDS or anything, through annotation we are able to enrich the data model. Am I able to explain that? Yes. So we are able to enrich that. Okay, so this is what is the annotation. Okay, now whenever we are running the application, by default it is not coming. So we can use the uh, UI annotation directly in this particular uh, CDS, so that whenever you are running this, whenever I refresh it, everything is clear out, right? So nothing is, it is all the filter columns, everything is clear out. I want to see everything in detail, whatever is required. I want to see those columns by default. So how will I add that? through annotation. I can add that using annotation. What is that? UI dot. Anyone know that?
Line item.
Correct. Line item. So as soon as I click on line item, these are this much of details is there. For line item, this much of details we can give. These are these details will enrich our data model. Okay. So qualifier and all those things we are not giving. Exclude all those details I'm not giving. Simply I will remove everything. I will give only position. I'll give only position. What is that? 10. Position is 10. That's it. I'm giving only position as 10. Line item position is 10. Okay. What is that? For purchase order. For purchase order, I'm giving the line position is 10. Okay. Now you see. Okay. So let me give few more. Listener, I will give 20. And bookers, I will give 30. Bookers, I will give 30. PSTIP, I will give 40. And this one I will give 50. And this one I will give 60. Done. Why I'm giving 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Any guess? Anyone? Now I refresh. See what is happening. By default, the data, I mean the columns are appearing. By
Yes.
default, the columns are appearing or not?
Yes, sir.
Purchase document I have given in first position, 10, then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, 60. In this sequence I have given, then third position is company, third position is company code, right? Third position is company code, supplier. Same sequence it is appearing. Then my question was why I am giving 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Not
If in
1, 2,
future,
3, 4, 5. Hmm?
if in future, if you have to add extra field, then between that we can add another field between that.
Exactly. Correct. So in future, if I will interested to add another column in position after 20, I want to add another position. Then I will give 21 and BSART. I want to take another column that is, for example, this one. For example, I will take this one. Then this one I need to give us 21. Okay, so for that is why between each I mean, it is increased by 10, 10, 10. I mean, in between these two columns, I can add 10 more columns in future. Keeping it in future perspective, we are giving like this. Now we can see that new column as well. Okay, purchasing document, then this one, company code. 21 is the uh, new column, right? Then this is one of the annotation. Then what else? I want to add the filters. Add the filters. These filters also by default company code, then purchasing document type, and supplier. These four I want to add by default. How do I do that? What is the annotation? What is the annotation?
@search dot default. I forget exact name.
Now selection field. Position, no, okay, okay, line item, not the line item, not here, not here. After line item, this is one of the, uh, what you say, UI annotation only. So it will be ended here. What is that? Selection field. Selection field. Okay. Selection field. This one is the selection field. For this I have I will give position 10. Okay, this one I want to give position 10. Similarly, I will use for company code also. I have decided this one was 30, and I will give this as 20, and listener I will give listener as well. This one is 21, and this one is 30. Okay, let it be much. Activate, no error, activated, cancel. Let me refresh the page. Now you can see by default these three are coming as the filter. It is just like selection screen. Clear? Clear? Up to this clear? Any question? Sorry?
No, no.
No. Perfect. Now, what is my requirement? So whenever I'm running this, it is having some associations, right? So whenever I want to see the company code details, I double click on this, then for that particular company code, the details is appearing. The details are appearing. How will I achieve this? In the output, in the output, whenever I will click on this, it need to be displayed that right now it is displaying something. Right now, as soon as I have line item and all those details I have given, whenever I clicked on this, it is going to the next page, but it is not displaying the company code details, the vendor details, the item details, all those informations are not appearing. How will I achieve that? How will I achieve that? Anybody know?
Using UF asset, sir.
Uh-huh.
Using
Again,
facet, sir.
using facet. Using facet. We need to use the concept of facet. Okay. So again, so this one is doesn't looks good, right? So these UI annotations are remaining here. So it doesn't looks good, right? So what I will try to do, what I will try to do, I will try to create a metadata extension. Okay. So how will I do that? Right click, not here, not here, code data service. Right click on this, new metadata extension, right? So I will give the metadata extension as the same. Okay, so it will not create any confusion. So that I will create ZI underscore PO underscore details. Okay, purchase order details. Okay, so now if I will click on next, annotate entity, yeah, finish. We don't have the parameter. Here it is, but it is the fields are not coming automatically. Let me delete this. Let me delete this. And what I will try to do by used by other object by let me take one fields. Why I want to delete this, I will show you. Manually, I need to map each of the columns, right? So why it is unfit open this one. Perimeter allow. See what it is saying. Metadata allow extension is missing. Let me add this. Okay, so whenever this annotation was missing in my primary CDS view, this annotation was missing in my primary CDS view. Okay, now I will give this annotation. Let dot allow extension is true, and let me activate this, and after that I will delete this one as well. I will delete this one and create it again. Why is it giving this error? Okay, this layer is not giving. I'm giving it core. Okay, so whenever we will create the annotation on this, so what will happen if you will enable this, and after that you will create the annotation, then what will happen? These details will come automatically over there. We don't need to write it separately. Okay, so that is what I wanted to show you, but it is not allowing me to delete. Why it is not allowing? It is used in another.
So it's open over here. That's maybe because of
No,
that
no,
it is
no,
not.
no, no, no. That is not the reason. That is not the reason. Extension. If I will close this also, it will not allow. Ah, yes, that is correct. You are correct. That is the reason. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, now if I will create the metadata extension, same purchase order details, click on next, and finish. Hey, what I have done? Sorry, I've created on top of this, right? Finish, metadata extension, purchase order, click on next, now this one should be entity, finish. No, it is not coming. I don't know why this one is not coming, but in my system, this annotation, whatever the annotation I have given over here, it should come. Some configuration is missing or something, I don't know. But this annotation should also come. Anyways, if it is not coming also, that's fine. We will copy that. Manually, we will copy that. So here we don't need to give these annotations. Remove. This manual activity is not required. So all those things will copy directly to there. Something is missing. So all those annotation we will keep over here. Okay. Remove. And this one. Remove. Remove. Then remove this one, remove this one, and I will click this as well. Okay, so these annotations, this pretty printer also one configuration need to be done so that whenever you are activating the object, the pretty printer will also work automatically. Here the pretty printer is not activated, not configured properly. I will do that configuration later. Done. Okay, now what happened? I separated all those UI annotation from my main CDS view. Okay, so I separated all my uh, annotations, UI annotations from my primary CDS views. Okay, so the result will be same. If you refresh the page, you see the result will be same. So it is as it is, no difference. Now, what I need to do, I have to use the facet. I need to use the facet. Okay, so this is facet colon. Okay, let me show you. If I need to use it in small case, UI colon. I have to use the UI colon here. Right? Done. Okay, so from this, I will use the ID qualifier. I will not use. I will use the ID PO header. Okay, purpose is standard. Parent ID I'm not using. I'm using the position as 10. Exclude hidden. These details I'm not using. Label I'm giving purchase order header. Then this one type is most important. Okay, how it will represent. Okay, this much of there. So from here, I will use uh, the identification reference. Identification reference. Okay. Then target element. Here we are not having any target element. We will use it for the line item level. Okay. So here I need to remove this. Done. This is for the FIO header. Activate this. Okay. Rest I will delete. Rest I will delete. Now, if I will, why is currently editing? Let me activate it again. Activated. Now refresh the page. Click on go. Click on this. What it is saying? Unable to find annotation path. Vocabulary UI identification. Now the identification is missing. Somewhere some annotation is missing. It is clearly saying the annotation path, but identification, some identification is missing. Earlier this message was not coming, only blank screen was coming. As soon as I use this facet, then I got some other error. What it is saying? So the identification. Okay, so which details will display? Okay, which details will display? Like here, I'm using this one. Then here I will use identification. Identification. Many things are there, so I will not use everything. I will use only position. I will use only position. Okay, position is 10. Rest details I will not use. That's fine. Okay. Try annotation. Position is 10. That's it. I will not use anything else. Simply I use the identification over here and removed it. Mm, this is not required, right? Done. I used only identification for one of the line item. Okay. Now let me add few others. This is 10, and for this let me use 20. Position is 20, and for this maybe I'm using 30. Okay. Three from the header details. I want to display only three detail, three information. Okay. Let's see. Refresh the page. What is happening? Go, and here it is. Okay. Purchase order header. So from where this one is coming? This one is coming from here. Purchase order header. And this identification 10. This is the purchase order number, right? Purchase document. And the company code is 20. So you can see company code Bookers. This one identification is 20. And 30 I have given for listener, supplier. These three details is coming from the header. Okay. Now, whenever I click on any of the row, whenever I will click on any of the row, from where this information is showing? This information is showing from which table? This information is showing from which table? Purchase order, document number, company code, and supplier. Which table? Which table? Which table? Which table? Directly EKKO table.
EKKO.
Yes, this is from EKKO, but I want the information from LFA1 and T001 and EKPO as well. How will I do that? How will I do that? How can I achieve this? Rajiv,
I think I have to pass a target element.
target
Uh,
element. Where target element? In facet?
Target element as
In facet?
and, yes, in facet, sir.
In facet, we will pass the target element. I mean, you are saying I will use this, right? It is like this. ID is over here, right? So let me check where I'm doing the mistake. That's it. It is correct. To this, it is fine. Then this one should come under this. Here I should give a comma, and I should start with this, and this one is done. And here coming under this. Okay. This is what you are telling.
Yes, sir. And
This is what you are telling, right? Oh, sorry, sorry.
yes, sir. And target element as you have to pass the association name.
Okay, let's see. Any other guess? This will not work. This will not work. Okay. So, any other guess? Okay, now he's telling here, I need to, okay, not the type, after type, I need to give, I need to give target element. What should be my target element?
Association name, sir.
Association name. This one? This one?
Vendor slash vendor underscore vendor.
Huh? Orders for
Yes.
vendor.
A few
Okay.
items. Yes.
So this one.
Anyway.
Let uh, let us see. Array. It takes some time actually to. Hey, vendor. Okay, let me type it.
It will
Okay,
not work, sir.
let's see. Let's see. It may work also. Purpose is standard IP your vendor. This one is vendor details. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. It may work, but it will not fulfill the requirement. Let's see. It will give another same error. Same error. I mean, the identification is missing that one. This one is okay. So both I have given purchase order header. So this one I have to give vendor details. Okay. This one will give, I will give vendor details. Okay, done. Then now let me check again. Here there is a trick. Here there is a trick. I have already told this. Unable to find annotation, path undefined. What is this? This page is called the object page. Okay. So whenever I click on any of the row, it is navigating to another page. Okay. This is my main page. And whenever I click on any of the page, so it is navigating to another page. Okay. So this one is my object page. Here, the vendor details is not appearing. Why? Why? The same error you were getting. So whenever I was not giving the identification, whenever I was not giving the identification, at that time it was giving error that you have not identification is missing. Have you given any annotation for, I mean, that identification for LFA1? Any of the field?
No, sir.
Any of the field? We gave? No, we have not given. We have not given. So here is the trick. Where should we give that annotation? Where should we give that annotation? Tell me. That is why we should not use the CDS view directly. We should not use the database table directly whenever we are exposing the data. Is it clear? So we can give that annotation only the CDS view from which we are going to extract the data. So here I cannot use that. So I have to create a CDS view, and that CDS view I will use for the association. Then only it will work. Okay. Now are you able to
Yes, sir.
understand?
Yes, and I got
Okay.
it.
So now the question, you may have get a question, you may have get some answer. What is, why we need the VDM, virtual data model? Why we need the virtual data model? Why I am not able to minimize this? How do I minimize? कैसे होता है भाई? ये तो इसको हटाओ. Then this CDS view here again, what we are trying to do now, this CDS view here, the virtual data model is coming into picture. Okay, what is that? What is VDM? This is base view. This is base view. Then on top of this, we have, on top of this, we create what kind of view?
Root view, sir.
No, VDM, composite view. Then on top of that, we create the consumption view. On top of this, we create the consumption view. Done. So this model is called the virtual data modeling. Okay. So what is base view? Directly we are getting the data. This view is whenever any view is directly extracting the, what is the source of data? It is always database table. It is always a database table. CDS view will never ever store any data. This is just a virtual uh, view. View is always a virtual object. It never ever stores any data, right? So it will get the data from database. Okay. Then composite view, any kind of arithmetic operation in business logic, we write over here. Here we write the business logic. Then consumption view, which information we want to expose. Okay, so this one is the consumption view which we want to expose. This one used for that particular logic. Okay, so what we try to do in our application, directly we used the CDS view, directly use the table, database table in our application, in our CDS view. We should not use that. Okay, so we will create uh, ZI underscore PO item purchase order item details. Okay, click on next. Okay, what happened? Okay, PO item details. Okay, next, finish. Now this one I will extract from EKPO. Okay, in this one is key. So we have to create all the, this is main. PQ as PO header. Why I'm taking this? I want to take the um, item dot pbln is equal to PO header dot. Okay, PLN item dot. Okay, then this one is WERS quantity. What is that? Currency field. Sorry, quantity. EKPO, MENGE, MENG, ME. No, this is not in EKPO. EKPO, MENGE. This one. What is that? MEINS. Let me take the MEINS as well. PO item dot MEINS as PO unit of measures. Okay. Then
I think, Sumit, this page is. I am seeing this personal note dot txt page only.
sorry.
Are you writing or showing anything? Because
Oh my God, I said something different. This one. Okay. Let me share.
mm,
What is that? What is the annotation for quantity? For quantity, what is that? What is that annotation we use for quantity? 1 second. Okay. PO.
MENG.
I know that, but annotation. I just wanted to know the annotation. MENG.
Are you asking about the semantic annotation, sir?
Semantic. Semantic. Semantic dot semantics dot quantity dot unit of measurement, that is pure unit of measurement. Okay, done. This error is different. We are not going to fix this. This is for the line item. Okay, instead of using EKPO, what we will try to do, we will use this one. Okay, now PO item, this one will be PO number. This one will be PO number, right? Done. So similarly, actually for EKKO also we need to create the CDS view. We need to create separate another CDS view, and we should use all those annotation for uh, EKKO. Okay, we should create LFA1, T001 for all those tables. We should create separate CDS views, and we should use the CDS view instead of this particular table. Okay, so I have created one annotation, sorry, one CDS view. Now what I will try to do in my annotation, I will use, instead of vendor, I will use this and PO items. And this identification, because of this is 1 to n, this one I will use as What is that? We need to use line item reference, right? Line item reference, this one, last one. Okay, we will use this one. And then now, now in this one, we will use the this particular identification. Okay, at the rate UI colon, I will start it from here. Okay, this one is 20, this is 30, this is 40, this is 50. Activate. Now you refresh. Still the path is not coming. Why? The position, UI annotation, identification, position 30. I what I am missing? PO line items. This one is position 20. This one is position 20. Anything else I'm missing? Right at this one. Selection field is not required. Let me use the line item as well. Hmm. Line item position. Activate. Go back. All objects are activated or not. Let me check. Okay. These are not my object. Refresh. More. Enable. Okay. I understood. But it will happen till we don't expose that, till we don't expose the this particular CDS as PO line items, item details, it will not appear. It will never ever appear. Okay. So to display this data, we need to expose that CDS. This step you remember. Okay, this is one of the most important step. Okay, let me refresh the page again. You can go and here it is. Okay, now it is giving purchasing document because I have given, you remember. So this item details, this one we need to select from here. Okay, so this line item details, all those details we have to give, then only these details will come. Now this PO item details in my this page, this details is coming. Okay. Now can I expose a directly database table? Can I? Can I? No, I cannot. Entity this does not exist. So if you want to expose it, then it must be a entity. It must be an entity. So we need to create another entity for NFA1, and in this facet, we have to copy that and we have to add that particular uh, item details. Right now, I have added for the line item reference. This one is for header and this one is for PO items. Up to this, any question?
Sir, I have one doubt, sir. Sir, for each
Mhm,
CDS, as you told, sir, we can create
mhm.
separate metadata actions on file, or we can only create only one metadata actions on file, sir.
We can create only one. We can create only one metadata extension. We cannot create multiple. Okay? If I will try to create new metadata extension, Z your details one, the order details, click on next. It is accepting. Let me check. Finish. Oh, it is allowing. Entity it is. Yes, yes. This layer is used for that. I mean, we can create multiple, but this layer, and based on this layer, which user is running, based on that, it will decide whether it will be for which uh, user, which annotation will be used, which metadata will be used. For example, here we are giving customer, then partner. These are some annotations. These are some layer we are using for on which it will be decided which one will be the appropriate for which user. But yes, we can create multiple metadata extension. We can create multiple data metadata extension, but we can create only one behavior declaration. That was my confusion. We can create multiple metadata extension.
Sir, I have another one doubt, sir. Sir,
Mhm,
initially as layer, sir, you use sir core, sir, and
mhm,
here you use sir partner, sir. So,
mhm.
what is the meaning of each layer, sir, and when we can use different?
I mean, which one? The layer you are talking about, this core and layer, right?
Yes, sir.
Layer you are talking about. You are talking about this layer.
Yes, sir.
This layer, I need to go for that. I didn't work more on this. Most of the time, I had used as core. I didn't face any scenario where I need to use as partner and customer. Okay, but this one based on uh, which kind of user you are using. So that based on that, this one will be decided. But I never work on this
Uh, what I understand is like for core is like for generic for everyone it will be showing,
for everyone. Correct.
and for partner like if you are selecting any partner or any vendor or that like the customer like it will be for that particular only it will be showing. What I understand
But
from the
how will you define that? How will you define a CDS? This one is for vendor. This one is customer.
uh, maybe in somewhere in
Different
basic.
annotation.
Yes.
So that confident. Actually, I never worked in this kind of scenario. That's why I'm not very much confident on that part. But yes,
Because
so that layer part is handled over. I mean, this layer is used for that purpose.
okay.
Okay. Apart from this, any other question? I took the EKKO table. This is not required, in fact, for the timing. For the timing, it is not required. Any question up to this? Okay, tomorrow I will try to create few more CDS for LFA1 and T001 and EKKO. I will make it more details. Okay, then we will start, we will jump into the creating the behavior definition and all those details. Okay, so the today's
Sumit,
session, I just, yes.
I have a question.
Mm.
Are we going to learn on this crowd operation also? Are you?
Yes,
Will
yes,
you
that
explain?
CRUD operation, definitely we are going to learn that as well. So this is nothing. So main thing is over there. Behavior definition is the most important part.
Okay.
These are few of the these details are few of the